Joe Biden spent most of his time during his UN speech today talking about climate change. Meanwhile, our southern border is being invaded by migrants. Just in the first 10 days of this month, 63,000 migrants have been apprehended, up 10% from August. And in Arizona, in just one day last week, remember this? Over 9,000 migrants crossed the border. How can Joe Biden run for office with this disastrous record? But the real question is, will he even be the nominee? Joining me now is former Arizona gubernatorial candidate Kari Lake. Kari, Gates asked me who I thought it was going to be, and I said probably it's going to be Michelle Obama. I don't think Joe Biden's going to make it to 2024 for whatever, a myriad of reasons. What are your thoughts?
He sure seems like he's starting to break down, even more so mentally and cognitively. I just saw where he was reading from a prompter and he couldn't even manage to get the words out. You know, the words are right in front of his face and he still couldn't get them out. So I think he's starting to melt down. I don't know if they're not giving him his meds or what's going on. Put all that aside, he's not competent. And not only is he not competent, not only is he driving our country into the ground, he's bought and paid for by our adversaries. I mean, just sit and think about that for 1 second. He's been bought and paid for by the CCP. They are our enemies. He's been bought and paid for by Ukraine, by Burisma, by Kazakhstan. He's been bought and paid for by the mayor's wife in Moscow. I don't know who this guy is beholden to, but I can tell you for one thing, based on what he's done, it is not the people of this great country. And so I think he shouldn't run based on that. Not to mention that he seems to be having a few snafus when it comes to his ability to even articulate anything.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit in control room. Let's rack Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom was talking. He was at the UN, but doing the climate thing, making the rounds. Everyone says it's going to be Gavin Newsom, but he is very, very much pushing both Biden and Kamala Harris. Listen.
Of course she is. The Biden-Harris administration, masterclass in terms of performance. Bipartisan deals on infrastructure, bipartisan deals on guns and debt ceiling, on the chips and science.
She's the best choice.
I mean, by definition, if I think this administration the last 2.5 years has been one of the most outstanding administrations in the last few decades, and she's a member of that administration, she gets to lay and claim credit.
So what do you say, Kari? And by the way, again, I've invited Newsom on the show. He's texted me often saying he's coming. But why do this national tour? He's going to a lot of states if he doesn't plan on running, if Joe steps aside.
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get over what he just said. What is he on? What is he on? What is he watching? This has been a train wreck from the beginning. And I don't know what he's referring to when he says the economy is doing well and we're doing well on all these issues. We're doing the opposite of well. We're in a dismal situation. I think he is planning to run, and I think that Gavin Newsom thinks he's going to be the nominee in 28. So he's trying to set himself up for that moment and probably trying to do a little brown nosing when it comes to the current administration so that perhaps he gets the nod when it comes his time to run. But, you know, they didn't just make up this phrase, don't California our Arizona, don't California our Texas, don't California our you name the state, because things are going well under Gavin Newsom in California. The reason that saying applies across the country is that the entire nation realizes that Gavin Newsom has destroyed California, ruined the lives of children, destroyed businesses in California, and is pushing a very radical agenda that is hurting our kids. So I don't think he's got a snowball's chance in Phoenix to even be the nominee, but apparently in his head, he's got these grandiose ideas, and that's okay. I guess we can let him have a vivid imagination.
You know, I'll tell you, if the proof of exactly what you're saying right there is the last census, California, I believe, lost 2 congressional seats. Florida picked up 1, and I believe Texas picked up 1. And that tells you that is purely based on population movement right there. Kari, you said don't California, Texas, or don't California, Florida. Don't Fox Newsmax. And the reason I say that is because you're going to be a Donald Trump surrogate at the next debate, which is next week, a Fox debate, Fox Business debate. But last time, they didn't let Don Jr. and Kimberly into the surrogate, into the spin room. You Do you know if you're getting in? Do you think you'll get in?
I think that, yes, I think that's been resolved. I think the RNC's taken a little more control, not, relinquishing everything to Fox. And so there will be people like me in the spin room. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, after all, they won't allow any candidates who are America First on. They wouldn't even let Larry Elder in there. Larry Elder has some really important topics that he's been bringing up on the campaign trail that I think need to be addressed in a debate, which is the absence of fathers in the home, and many other issues that Larry Elder speaks very well toward and understands greatly and deeply and has policies for. So this is kind of their handpicked establishment crowd, and that's okay. This is still the children's table, the kids' table, and the last debate was kind of a dud. And so, most Americans feel that the primary is already over, but we'll let this theater go on, and it'll be kind of fun to watch them bicker on the stage. And we'll be there to lay out America First policies in the spin room, which Donald Trump understands most and best of all.
The spin room is fascinating, folks. I'm jealous because you're going to have a blast, assuming Fox lets you in. You're going to have a blast. You walk around there and you just talk. It's the heart. It's unique to anywhere else in the world. The way that spin room treats politicians and politics is just fascinating. Would love to get you back right after the spin room and talk about it next week.
We would love to.
Let's do that. Let's book it right now. Deep tease, as they say, folks. Kari Lake, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Eric.